Sanibona Mzansi standing before you once again, proud host of the No Name Archive Sports Show, Siya Dumisa Wagamadi. As usual, as per norm, anghambi solo, ngihamba no Coach Solo. Coach, how are you, my good sir?
Siyaphila kunjani kuwe, my brother?
Ngiyaphila, Bhuti Mkhulu. Are you well? Are you strong?
Yeah, I'm well, I'm strong, everything is fine.
You look excited after yesterday's game. What a game we witnessed. Mamelodi Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs at the iconic FNB Stadium. As usual, Amakosi fans came out in numbers. Sundowns fans were also there. Beautiful, spectacular to watch. Into ngijabulele ukuthi idlale ebusuku. The sun was not as hot. Conditions were perfect. Everything was proper. Coach Rulani, job well done. Beautiful game, all in all. Personally, kudos to Coach Rulani. Abantu bathi Coach Rulani uthole a team enemali, players that are already ready. Personally, yes, he did get that. But now check. Oh, and another thing, but he's still riding on Pizzo's boat. Good son, whatever if foundation show Coach Pizzo, Rulani is riding on it. I beg to differ with that. Maupega team bedlala. It's not even yesterday, the past few games that he's not lost a game. It's completely new players. Umuntu that still survived from Pizzo's team would be Utemba Zwane. Yeah, I think it's just Temba Zwane, but the rest are all new players. But he signs big name players. Abo Neo Mahema, the striker, Cassius, Gonjinoban coach. Peter Shodili, when he was signed to Sundowns, he was not a top player, but he made him look better. Anyways, let me not speak too much, but I just say, I think he's doing something good. We have to give credit to its due. Anyways, I've said so much. Coach, thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it was a very interesting game. At some point, I thought Chiefs will score, but they couldn't score. Dolly had two clear-cut chances that he should have buried. Maybe he should have won them the game, but it didn't happen. Sometimes they only had one half a chance, and Mahema buried it. So, sometimes you only need one half a chance or a chance to win the game.
True,
and Sundowns in possession, they were good, as usual, as we have anticipated. So they were knocking the ball around, keeping possession, but they were not a threat to Chiefs because they didn't do much with possession. But Chiefs, they had one or two chances to win the game, but they couldn't capitalize on their chances. I think credit to Coach Rulani Mukwena, and they are flying high. So I think no one will catch them. The league is theirs. As I've said, last week, that the league is already theirs. I think no one will catch them. How many points? 13 to 14 points, ahead of everyone. Yeah, so I don't think, their players are experienced. So I don't think anyone will catch them in the number one position. I think credit to them, because they've done the job for themselves. The only thing they can do now is to focus on other competitions. And to Kaizer Chiefs, I think they are, Mangete, as I've been saying, is building something beautiful at Kaizer Chiefs. There is one or two mistakes, but their team is solid, and each and every game I watch them, they are getting better and better. They were better organized yesterday, and they didn't make many mistakes. I think it's only that goal that costed them. It was a cutback. So I don't think you can blame him for that. You can blame maybe his players for missing chances. Dolly especially, he had two clear-cut chances. He was not in the game. So you can maybe blame him for those chances that he has missed. So I think, credit to Coach Arthur. He's been faithful to his, young squad guns, and they are not doing bad for him. So, credit to him as well for being bold enough, to continue with these boys, and we are grateful to see new faces in the PSL.
Yes. So, Coach, going back to yesterday's game, so do you think Chiefs actually was the better team on the day, or was it an evenly balanced game? Or because from what I'm hearing, what you're saying is that Ngati Chiefs was slightly better. Can you just clarify that for us?
Yeah, I think Chiefs was a bit exciting. Sundowns we know because we are used to them. They don't have competition in terms of keeping possession. So they were knocking the ball around, but they were not a threat to Chiefs. Chiefs, I would say, they were a better team because now and again, they were knocking on the door, but nothing happened. They were not efficient enough in the final third. But, they had a couple of moments where you thought, they will score, but, they couldn't score. I would say they were a better team, even though their ball possession, I think it was 33-77 or something like that. Yeah, but Chiefs was a better team because now and again, they were knocking on the Sundowns door, but it didn't open.
No, thank you so much for clarifying that. So according to Coach, the better team lost yesterday, but however, kudos to his Sundowns, they are good. You can't take anything away from them. So Coach Yamvuma, Coach Roland, as a young player coach, let's not forget that and give him his flowers, as a young player coach, Yamvuma.
As I've said before, I think let's give him 1 or 2 seasons, and then that's where, because I think he's still carrying on from Pitso's team, from Manqoba Mngqinti's team. So,
but on that note, Coach, what do you mean it's carrying on Pitso's team? Because as I mentioned earlier, the only player that survived from Pitso's team is Uthemba Zwane. Go starting Saizolo, So, for me, it's a completely new team. Abo Sipombule, Tebogo Mokoena. Tapolo Marena was in Pitso's team. He came on as a sub, but he doesn't start these days. Cassius, Malula. It's just new. It's a new team for me. So what do you mean is carrying on Pitso's team, Coach?
I said, Coach Manqoba took on from Pitso, and Rolani has recently appointed to be a head coach, of Sundowns. So I wouldn't say it is his team, because he took them, halfway the season. So let's say,
okay, fair
So let's say I think next season, then that's where I will start giving him credit. But because he's carrying on someone's team, maybe next season, then that's where we can be able to judge him,
Okay, no, fair enough. Obviously, we can't agree on everything and anything. Mina, personally, factually speaking, he's not lost the game. He's just considered one goal. Like one goal, he's not lost the game. I think it's brilliant to give him his flowers. But anyways, time will tell.
Yeah.
Anyways, Coach, thank you so much once again for sharing your insights. And would you like to add anything?
Yeah, I think if I'm looking at Sundowns, they are not as good as maybe I have thought, or maybe people have been saying. They are vulnerable. There were moments where they were trying to build up from the back, and Chiefs intercepted those balls. And it's just that it's just that they couldn't capitalize. So Sundowns is not good at what they are doing basically at the back, because they are vulnerable. If they can get an opposition that is putting pressure on them, they will collapse. So I will say Sundowns is I think they are still on the building phase under Roland Mokoena.
Oh, okay. I'd like to see the end product. If this is building, I wonder by Banjani when they've reached their end products. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for liking, subscribing, and watching. We really appreciate it. Till we meet again on our next game. Later on, there's Orlando Pirates and Steelies. Promises to be a nice game as well. Till we meet again. We're out.
Thank you.
Aways, we out.